In my opinion, regarding these boats that's coming over, you know, these rubber dinghies full of illegals, there's only one way you'll ever stop them, and that's to deter them. Which means, if I was the Prime Minister, what I would do, I would say the boats must be turned around. I would order the Navy, any dinghy come into this country, you turn it round, you send it back, and I would set on a lot more boats, you know, more Navy boats, to get out there and turn them back, and trust me, they'd stop coming. It's no good being soft on things like that. To be honest, I wouldn't even put them on another boat to send them back. I'd turn the boat round that they're on and say get back. Even if there's 30 people on it or 50 people. It sounds rough and it sounds nasty, but it will stop them coming. Problem solved then. And as for this Rwanda thing, you know, send them back on the aircraft. It's costing like £1 million or whatever per person to send back. Absolutely crazy. It will not stop them. It will not stop them. Might reduce the numbers a bit, but it will not stop them coming. What would stop them coming, like I say, is if you turn the boats around in the channel, send them back. They'll soon stop coming. If they keep coming, if nothing's done right and they keep coming, there's going to be some serious problems in years to come. Serious problems, that, you know, violence and murders and stabbings and all that. 29. Things will just get out of hand, like, that's what'll happen. Crime will just increase massively, and with a severe shortage of housing. They're using all our resources. There's a lot of homeless people now, more than there's ever been. Every person that comes into the country has to be accommodated. Might just be a 10p this. We've got a serious problem in this country. Sometimes hardline approaches are the only. I thought it was a 10 actually. I was correct. Second called Chronicle, 10p. Sometimes you have to use the hardline approach with certain things, regardless of the consequences. If the country keeps filling up like it is doing, it's just going to, well, there's things like the roads will be choked up with traffic because there's more people. There'll be less houses for people, or no houses for people. Less medical care for people. I am just wondering, like, if this country's going insane. If it's turning into like a Bronx, that's the best way to describe it. It's turning into a Bronx, a New York Bronx, the Bronx in New York. That's what London will be, a Bronx, or it is a Bronx. Very soon it will be. 31. It's the best way to describe it, Bronx, yeah. There's that many city centres and places like that, they're becoming Bronxes. That's not good, that. We're not used to that kind of stuff in this country, but it's starting to happen. Looks like it's on the surface, this might be a 10p. Oh, it's just a tab. Whole tab. I've told Rishi Sunak, if he's listening, get them boats turned back. Problem solved, Rishi. Simply turn the boats back. It's as simple as that. And your problem's solved. It's just some more cancel. Get the boats back, man. Nothing here. It's a real sloppy mess here, isn't it? Did get a gold ring from this spot a few weeks back. Got a £2 coin just off this sloping area just here a few weeks back. So 28. Sounds smooth. Oh, it's a really strong pinpoint. This might be a drinks can top or something. Oh, it is. Sliced drinks can. Just bits of junk. Try it, see what tones we're in. It's 5 tone. I'll switch it to 5 regional tones. That's one of my favourites, that. I seem to get better audio nuance on the aluminium 5 regional tones. $25. Some deep cancel. Nice actual. It's like a Mona Lisa, that. It's a pure work of that.
It's a good idea to sprinkle pepper on horseshoes and dug plugs. Dogs can rip holes out if not peppered.
This is the Dr. Otec hand digger. I did buy this off Amazon UK, but I'm not sure if they're selling them on Amazon anymore, these. But you can still buy them from different suppliers. It's not a bad little trowel. Well, while I'm here, I might as well give you my views on night hawkers. What I think about night hawkers. Like, what are night hawkers after? What kind of people are night hawkers? And what happens to night hawkers? Well, night hawkers are detectorists. They go out detecting at night on ancient land without permission, looking for coins, or gold coins, silver coins, any other kind of artifact that's worth money, so they can sell it usually and get money from it. That's it. That's what they're doing. It's purely for greed. It's just to make money. I have met a few night hawkers, other detectorists, you know what I mean, that have done night hawking in the past, and well, the kind of characters that they are, they're not very desirable characters. They usually live in council houses. They're not very intelligent, alcoholics, a lot of them. They've usually been in prison or got a past history of criminal activity. What happens to them if they get caught? Well, if they get caught by the farmer, I have heard that they can get the car smashed up, you know, tyres slashed, windows smashed, cars fired by the farmer. That happens to them. dogs set on them. Plus it's dangerous actually metal detecting in the dark. You can fall and hurt yourself very easily. It is dangerous. In my opinion, it's absolutely stupid detecting in the dark, whether it's legal or illegal, detecting what you're doing. It's just, you can hurt yourself. But when the police get them, I have heard of a local night hawker, not too far from here, probably 6 or 7 miles back from here. He's got raided by the police and they've took all his night hawk finds, all his little collection. It's gone. Plus they will take your detectors sometimes if you're night hawking farmland for ancient treasures, shall we say. They'll take your detector collections, finds collections. Sounds like a screw cap, that. The night hawkers also, when they dig, they never fill the holes back in, they just leave them. They just dig the holes and whatever it is that comes out, they put it straight in the pockets. They don't even check it because they don't like putting lights on. That's the night hawker's worst fear, is light. They don't have the meters on. There's no backlights on any meters. Another thing that can happen with night hawkers is, a set of night hawkers, they usually go in a group of like just a fill, 3 or 4 of them. They'll go to a field, and on that field when they get there there'll be other night hawkers on it from some other areas. And what can happen is there can be fights. 2 things will happen. Either they'll detect together them night hawkers that have met up from the different areas, they will detect peacefully, or in some cases the night hawkers will fight for the territory and get the other night hawkers off. I mean, it's absolutely crazy, but there's a lot of money involved sometimes. But if it's a good field, they will fight for it. They'll fight for the gold, really. You know, I have been offered the chance to go night hawking on these farmland sites by a certain person a few years back, and I blatantly refused. There's no way, not even if he offered to pay me money to go night hawking on a farmer's field looking for treasure, there's no way I'd do it. It's just too risky. It's dangerous as well. You can get hurt, like I say. You could easily fall. I have heard of cases as well. Like one night hawker told me that he went night hawking on this field, and the farmer or somebody started to chase him. So he got his detector. This night hawker got his detector and hid it right back of this tree somewhere, or under some hedges. It were, I forgot what detector it was, but it weren't a cheap detector. He hid it under these edges and scarpered off. He came back next morning to get his detector. His detector had gone. Surprise, surprise. So he lost his expensive detector. It's just stupid. And a lot of time the night hawkers, they don't find anything. Sometimes they get lucky, 1 or 2, but a lot of the time the night hawker's not actually finding anything that's worth it. I think they just do it for excitement, really. They also night hawkers as well. They'll night hawk all year round, even if there's crops on. Just because there's crops on, will not stop them. They'll dig the farmers' crops up. What I could say for sure is that the average night hawker's got a low IQ. Seriously, that's my opinion on it. They've got low IQs. The reason they'll be night hawking certain fields is because the farmer will not allow permission to detect on that field in the daytime. And another thing, right, in my opinion, then you've got your detecting, what we call, what do you call it, rallies, detecting rallies, and things like that, club digs or whatever. What they'll do, some of them, they'll go on the field before the rally starts, they'll night hawk it a few nights before. So on them, some of them club digs that you go on, some of the club members will have been to that site and had to go on it before the club gets on it. That happens. There's a lot of dishonest detectors actually. There's a lot, it's probably split 50-50. 50% of them are decent people, there's 50% night hawkers, like at least 50%.